I've recently bought a caravan. This is a 6-berth caravan. Bought it for 1800 quid in reasonably good nick. It's a 1991 Adria. There's a small amount of damp on the inside, which we will rectify. Everything is pretty cool and good. Everything works. It tows really nicely. Handbrake works. Breakaway clip is good. Everything's decent. The cables work perfectly fine. So you've got, this is your black one. This is to power all the lights on the caravan and the braking system, and then the white one is for powering the 12-volt system inside. No rust on the undercarriage under here. I've had a good look, nothing. All the legs, whatever the hell they're called, they work perfectly fine. Structurally on the outside it's decent, but we are going to be sealing every single bit of the outside just to double check that it is fully sealed. See, it's quite old, all this, fairly old, so it does need redoing. This has been done by the previous owner. It is sealed and it does work, so we'll probably get a similar sealer to what he used, because I know he's a decent bloke. But yeah, everything just needs a bit of a reseal because it is old. Not breaking away, however, it just needs something, because we want this for quite a while and we're thinking about the longevity of it. All the lights work, which is good, because if they weren't working it would be a bloody nightmare and I probably wouldn't have bought it. However, that's one of the first things that you should check if you're buying a new caravan. Make sure that the lighting system work on the back, connect your vehicle up, and then test everything. Test the brakes, test the indicators left and right, check the hazards work. This caravan doesn't have a reversing light, which is fine. However, if the caravan does have one, make sure you check that as well. Other thing to look for are these convoy lights, so there and there, make sure that they work. This one does work, that one doesn't, so there's a fault in the connection somewhere, so I will check that out at some point. But it's not a massive issue, because that is, as long as there's a light getting onto the license plate, it's fine. All the windows are fine, but we will reseal them. No cracks in any of these, and they're double glazed. We were lucky because the gentleman gave us a cover for the caravan, so once we've finished doing the work over the next couple of months, we'll pop this on over winter. It's now October, so we've still got quite a bit of time before it gets cold and too wet, and we're storing it in this location. Luckily, these trees are not deciduous. Deciduous basically means the leaves fall off in autumn, so there's not going to be any crap on top of the caravan, which is handy. And even with a cover, it's still fine anyway. So yeah, let's go and have a look on the inside. Okay, the floor, we'll do the flooring first. So the flooring is a carpet that the previous owner put in. This will be coming up. Underneath is just the flooring.
No, that's the underlay.
The underlay. So we'll get rid of the carpet, clean the underlay, and then we're going to pop some flooring on top of that, which will have a wooden or maybe even a stone effect. But carpet for us is something that has to be cleaned and hoovered because it's going to stink cap. It's fabric, and fabric holds onto odors and all sorts of things, so we will get rid of it and we'll put in something that can be wiped clean. We haven't decided yet, but we'll make it look pretty nice. Okay, this is a 6th berth, so this is where me and my wife will sleep. And here she is, the beautiful one. Another bed here for one of the kids. This bunk drops down, that's where another child will sleep. And then in the back of the caravan there's a partition here which slides over. And there's a bunk bed here. So we've moved stuff for the caravan into this room temporarily. But there is a bed underneath here. And this bunk basically drops down and comes out to about in line with my arm here. However, we're planning on getting rid of this top one because underneath, let me just pull these down. Underneath here, we're going to be adding storage. So there's already a lip here, but we're going to probably extend it a little bit so it comes up to here. And then you've got another layer or 2 layers of storage, which will be handy with a family of 5. One issue with this room is the damp at the back. So this entire panel, all of this, will be coming off. Same with this back panel here. That'll be coming off. We'll dry it out, add in any structural support if it needs to go in, and then we'll buy brand new, it'll be a 3mm ply that we'll add, and probably this back piece here. There's no damp on this side. There appears to be no damp on the ceiling. However, you never know what you're going to find, but we'll probably take that out and add in some more. This is an ugly ass vent. It works and it does really work, it does a good job. However, this will get replaced with something a bit nicer. The bed here, I'm not going to do it now, but it all sits perfectly. However, these are ugly ass cushions, fabrics. This is an ugly ass table. It's a 1991 Caravan, so everything that you see is the original.
Ugly.
Yeah, ugly. So it's all going to look a bit different. So the fabrics will they'll be, well, they don't smell and they're not dirty. So they are hygienically clean, and these are the original cushions. But these will have a tan leather. Yeah, it's going to be a tanned leather that will go around these. That'll probably be the biggest financial investment for the caravan, because fabric is expensive anyway. But the effect that it'll have will be significant for this space. Can you just open up these? So this is the bunk, and it just folds down. Okay. Make sure that they're in properly. These brackets are pretty strong and they ain't going to move anywhere, and these slots here, they're pretty decent. And again, this fabric will be covered in some lovely fake leather. It is fake leather, isn't it? Tan leather.
Tan is the colour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fake, so it's cheaper.
Yeah.
White cream.
Yeah, and that's why, because if you got kids, our kids' ages range from 6 to 10 at the moment, so they like to make mess. So if we've got something that can be wiped clean rather than stained and horrible, and it makes sense. Yeah, so that's the other bunk. There's also storage underneath these, all under here. It's all storage. So, oh, there's a kettle there. Cool. We've got a free kettle. Yeah, the electrics. So all of this wood will probably stay the same. Is this wood staying the same? Maybe?
What wood?
This wood here.
Yeah, it's covered. So.
Yeah. So all this will stay the same. We're not really going to do anything to this. Just make sure that all of these hinges and brackets, everything works properly. The storage in this caravan is actually quite decent. The storage on this side as well. I'm not going to take all this crap off, but it all works. The previous owner put in a TV bracket. However, we are going to probably get rid of it because the idea of what we want to do, which is go on family adventures and just enjoy time as a family, we don't really want to be having tech around, so we're going to get rid of that. I'll probably move this somewhere so it's less in your face. Oh, there we go. Now.
The heck?
Well, we are doers. If we want to do something, we'll do it pretty much straight away. So these will get filled and then sanded down. The front bed area, so this will be for me and my wife. This is again an ugly ass table and an ugly ass bunch of cushions. There are quite a lot of cushions, so you can imagine that if you're buying fake leather, it gets quite expensive. But it's well worth it. So the tables, this table and that table, they will get revamped. So all this will get sanded, this wood, and then on the top it's going to get painted, and then we're going to add in a pretty pattern. Are you painting that one, are we? Or is that something that's going to be Fabland?
No, I'm painting.
Painting, yeah.
Hand
So
painted.
hand painted, and it'll. I can't remember the design. It's going to be like arrows and lines and stuff. Very boho. Oh yeah, underneath here is the water. So nice water storage. So there's two ways to fill it up. So you can fill it up from inside here, or there's a port on the outside to fill it up from. But it's easier if you do it from here. And the gentleman that previously owned this kindly gave us this water jerry can, which is really cool. And then on the other side, sometimes I have issues with that. Yeah. So everything now is it is charged up. You see that green light on that box? Everything is charged, but that's all from the car when I drove it here. This dude had it stored for I think it was 6 months on some caravan storage place, and there was charge left in the battery, and it powered pretty much the entire caravan. So these leisure batteries, they are pretty decent, and the things in the caravan don't really draw too much power anyway, so of course it's going to be have some power stored in it. But yeah, there's no issues with power in this caravan. And there's the junction box. Everything is all singing and all dancing, which is cool. Curtains, so yeah, 1991 curtains, these are ugly as. We are getting rid of these. We'll get rid of we'll replace these metal wire racks, and we might replace this rail, or we might just repair it and pop it back in properly. But these curtains will get replaced. There is a blind that comes all the way, I'm not going to put it all the way down, but this goes all the way down. One issue down here is Where's that mould?
The other side.
The other side, isn't it? Bit of damp over here. It's not too much of an issue. However, we're going to take all this panelling off, similar to the back of the vehicle, all along here. All that's coming off, so all these cushions will need to come out. All this panel here will come off, and we're going to add structure if we need to add structure, and then we're going to insulate if we need to insulate, depending on what the condition is of it, and then we will repanel it, which will look nice. Same with the window seals. If the window seals need replacing, then we'll replace them. If not, we'll just give them a clean and pop them back in. But the windows are all good. Windows are decent. Right, with the storage, all these cupboards, there's actually quite a decent amount of storage in the Caravan. They used to have these original ugly knobs. So what we've done is taken them off, marked the centerpiece because that's where the next fitting will go in, filled the holes, and then on the inside we've not filled them. However, because you can't really see them when it's open, we're just going to sand that down, paint it, and that'll be fine. But these are the knobs that will be put on, and these are beautiful, really nice and boho. So all these, they will go on each and every one of these cupboards. We've taken this one off, but because the rust that's in the screws is too much, and we can't get this runner off without damaging the piece. So we've decided to, for ease and aesthetics, we've taken the entire thing off, and we're gonna make this look like a gorgeous looking boho plant area, or add some crystals and glue them down or something like that. We'll see. Same with these will have these beautiful little knobs on there. One place that we can't change is the fridge. So because this knob here would have to take off all of this, and we can't be arsed doing it, and we don't want to damage anything because it's still quite old, so we'll just leave this on. However, we will paint them, and it's the same with this one, and this one. The fridge works off of a three-way system, so you've got gas, which is, to my knowledge, its primary function. You can run this off of hookup electric, and you can run it off of your 12-volt electric from the car when it's plugged in, as long as you've got the right switches on the right order. But if you're running off a 12-volt electric, it's really inefficient, and it doesn't chill everything. So if you've got like a 5-hour journey in your car, then yeah, it'll be fine and things will be chilled by the time you get there. But if you've only got a couple of hours drive, then it doesn't chill things. That's something to consider for the future. There is a grill under there that just needs a bit of a clean, and under here is working hob, and it does work according to the previous owner. So that just needs a bit of a clean, and then we're good. Water system, so this comes from underneath there into here, and then the grey water goes out of a pipe and then out down here, which you need to connect a container to. Original panel for all the lights, so let me just switch this over so you can hear that's the extractor fan underneath there, and the lights work, yeah, etc. and then there's the fuses. In here is just a storage unit. It goes down to here, and then all of that is storage, and that's the width of it. There's 2 shelves in there at the minute, and then underneath is a heater which works. The previous owner kindly gave us the awning, and the awning attaches to the outside of the caravan and basically doubles the width of your living space. However, we don't intend to use it, so we are going to get rid of it, or store it for the future, but we'll most likely get rid of it. Well, sell it. Reason being is we want to be quite mobile in this thing. We want to be cutting about, going on adventures, and if we are static in an area for, let's say, 4 days, then yes, the awning would probably be useful. However, that's not what we want to do. We want to be adventuring and going away and doing as much fun stuff as we can. Toilet. This is, for something that's so old, this isn't bad. There is a small amount of rot there, however it's still usable. We will strip this, same as the other places in the caravan, and make sure that it's sealed and watertight and insulated, etc. Yeah, it's just an old. All this will change all this because it's ugly, proper ugly. The water basin here, it works. It's sealed. We will test it, and if we do need to reseal all this under here, then we will. But it looks like it's actually decent. The tap comes up and you can pop it on this here, and that is used for the shower. Put that away later. But yeah, there's quite a decent amount of mirror space here, so if you want to look pretty in the mirror you can. This window seal looks alright. Hey?
There'll be a mirror on the other side of the door.
Oh yeah, on here?
No, on the other side of the door.
On this side? You could probably add 2. You could probably have a mirror here, and then I don't think you'd need a mirror there, would you?
Yeah, maybe on the inside of the door then.
Yeah, I wouldn't put a mirror there. We'll decide later. But yeah, mirror there would be alright. Could maybe even do a full length mirror, depending on the weight of it, because you don't want it to be too heavy. And this toilet works just like any other caravan toilet. But for those that don't know, so you got 2 liquids. You got a blue liquid which you can see in there, and that is stored at the top. So when you're flushing, it's just like a portaloo. It basically flushes it down, goes in, you pull the handle, and then it goes down. And then this pink liquid is stored in this bottom half of the container, and that liquid breaks down any solids. So when you're having a poo, everything breaks down, and then you take this off and then you dispose of it in the correct disposing facility. Yeah, a little bit of storage up here, but because it's so old, like it's this horrible manky ass yellow stuff, so we will probably paint that. It doesn't need replacing because we don't want to spend too much money. However, it just needs revamping and renovating. But yeah, the toilet area and the shower, it's actually quite decent. Is there anything that I've missed? Oh yeah, the lights. Yeah, so this wasn't like this when we got it. We've been prattling about, but
well, no, it was taped up.
It was taped up. But it's so old, is this light. we're going to replace this. I'll sort out all the wiring, make sure it's all safe and works properly, and then we'll put a nice pretty boho light here. We don't know what shape yet, probably circular, because circles always look better in boho. This area here, so the previous owner added a new, well, they replaced this sun roof, so because I think he had a leak, so, and you can see it here. If I peel this away a little bit, you see there it's a little bit rotted, so this rot will probably come like this along there, and it's most likely the same on the other side, going like that. So because of that, we're going to replace the entire ceiling, because we don't know what the damage is like, but it's just wise, and it's inexpensive anyway. It just takes a small amount of time. Strip all this, restructure if we need to restructure, and then put fresh panels on. We're going to take all of this off to undo all these screws, take the entire piece off, disconnect the top bit from this bit, and then we're going to paint all of this black. Cobwebs everywhere. So that the black will then be a nice contrast to the white. So all this woodwork, all the storage places around the caravan, all of this here will be white, French chic in it.
Yeah, apart from the kitchen units will be black.
Yeah, so the kitchen units down here and this one, they'll be black, but all of this will be French chic, which it is a brand, isn't it? French chic. Yeah, which will make it look cleaner, because it's old, isn't it? So yeah, make it look nice. These hooks, get rid of them hooks, and we're going to replace them with these boho knobs. Cute. So yeah, they'll place that and go there. Okay, how much nicer does that look compared to that? We've already started to get rid of some stuff here, so something there, another one probably there, and we're probably going to put another one here for, I mean, nothing will get stored there all the time because it's a bit annoying when it's in the way of the door, but if we want to just hang like a travel towel or something, we can pop that there, or a bit higher, wherever. Yeah, I'll sort all this cabling out.
We don't actually need the cabling, do we?
No, we don't need that, because that's for the aerial. So this goes up, goes, what did you say? Yeah, it goes up here into here,
And then back down.
and then down,
So all that can come off.
and it goes all the way underneath here, and then it comes out somewhere down there, or down there, I can't remember, and that is so you can connect an external aerial so that you've got a working television set. However, we don't want it, so we're going to get rid of it. Oh yeah, the final bit was the curtain rail, so we're getting rid of these. Where's that old curtain rail? So this was on, and it was used to in unison with this curtain rail here. So we're going to keep the curtain rail, get rid of these, and replace it with one of these gorgeous boho knobs, and then the curtain will just hook around that, and it'll fit in so nicely, and that gives the boys a bit of privacy and light reduction when it's night time. Yeah, that's that. You got anything you want to add, babe?
No.
Cool. Yeah, let's go get some lunch. We've already started a bit of work. There is a bit more to do, well, a lot more to do. But we'll get there. Anyway, thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.